Hello.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are setting up a very special snake. This is a dream snake that I've wanted for a very long time and we finally got it. Before we get into this video though, I want to quickly say thank you to Tyrone, the Canadian Mouseman. We actually picked up this snake from him in Calgary at the Calgary Expo. Like I said, this is a dream snake and we're both super excited to have it and I cannot wait to watch it grow. One more quick shout out, I also want to say thank you to Justin Smith of Palmetto Coast Exotics. He actually helped me walk me through this process. The setup we are setting up today is his method of keeping green tree pythons. So we have a juvenile, not even a juvenile, a neonate green tree python. She's very tiny. I'm sure you're seeing her on the screen right now. I wanted to set her up in a 12-12-18. I have a beautiful idea planned, but she's a little bit too small and Justin recommended we keep her in something a little bit smaller till she starts eating and grows. But first, let me tell you a little bit more about the incredible green tree python, Morelia viridis. These snakes come from the tropical rainforests of northern Australia and the surrounding Indonesian islands. This means that in order to recreate their humid rainforest type environment, we need a higher humidity level, somewhere around 60 to 80%, and keeping it on the higher side for neonates and juveniles. For temperatures, I recommend keeping the ambient temperature around 75 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit, with the basking temperature or hotspot sitting at around 84 to 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure you don't overheat them. These arboreal pythons are ambush predators, spending most of their time coiled around branches waiting for prey, which makes them the perfect display animal. Let's get to the build. Instead of the 12-12-18, we are actually going to set her up in this 6-quart tub. So we have our little heat pad here. We have little dowels to be the little perches. That's basically all you need. There'll be a paper towel bottom and a water bowl as well, but we can add those later. First step is, where's the lid? First step is to make sure that there's ventilation in this. Now they do want it super humid, so I will not be drilling too many holes, but I do need to make some form of ventilation. We have our trusty Dremel. And we made a mess. Usual progress. Fun fact, I don't know how to use power tools, so just the fact that I made some holes, impressive. Next step, I guess I gotta clean this out. 1 second. So I've cleaned it out. Time to glue the dowels in place. Instead of going one vertical and another vertical, we're gonna go one that goes kind of corner to corner, and then we're gonna go one that goes the other corner to corner. So it will have multiple perches. It'll be functional, that's all that matters. Next, we're gonna use a glue gun. The hot glue is now hot glue. I have my perches. Now the reason we're using perches is because green tree pythons obviously are arboreal snakes. They spend very little time on ground and they actually spend most of their time coiled up on a branch. So these perches are gonna act like those branches. We have our hot glue, probably gonna have to hold it in place for a couple of minutes, but let's see how this goes. You know what I should have done is I should have got something to hold the sticks in place. Oh, tape might have worked. Also, this may be a question that comes up in the comments. Hot glue is safe to use for animals, just make sure you off-gas it, so I probably won't put the snake in here for at least another 24 hours. Make sure all the smell gets out and all of that, and then I'll put the snake in. Also, I just chose to use hot glue because that's what I had available. There are many other options that you can use to stick this together. Oh, you know what I could do? Glue. Three years later, there's glue everywhere. How did it get on my shirt? But the perches are in place. They don't seem like they're going anywhere, and the snake is super light anyway, so I don't think that the weight of the snake will affect them. While we wait for the glue to dry, I'm gonna open up this heat mat. 4-watt heat mat by Exoterra. It will not get too hot. I think the hottest it gets is like about mid-80s, which is exactly where we want it actually. But both ways, always put a thermostat on your heat pads. I need scissors. Okay, so we have our heat pad open. This is gonna sit on 1/4 of the tank, giving it a hot side and a cold side. It is there if the python needs it. It may not be pretty, but it's super functional, and this is exactly what we need to make sure that the baby's eating, to make sure the baby's shedding properly, make sure the baby's okay before we upgrade it into a larger tank. While we're on the topic of green tree pythons, are you a chondro keeper? Let me know in the comments. How do you keep your neonates? How do you keep your adults? Let's have a conversation about it because this is my first time keeping green tree pythons. Obviously, I'm always looking to learn and I want to see what works for you. Let's all learn together. Now, here's an interesting hack for the heat pad. Once you peel this off, the heat pad will stick to whatever enclosure you stick it to. In order to be able to reuse the heat pad, here's what I do. I learned this trick at my local reptile store. Shout out Critter Jungle. You get this aluminum tape and you basically line some strips on it. That way the heat still transfers through, but it doesn't need to stick to the enclosure and you can reuse it. I also just want to quickly make a note of Justin does not glue the perches in place. He actually has these things that makes the perches removable, and I didn't realize why until right now when I came to add in the paper towels. Hello everyone, Fadi from the future here. I just want to quickly say, make sure you stick around till the end of the video. It's been about a week since we set up the Green Tree Python, and I've already decided to make some changes. So make sure you stick around till the end of the video to find out what those changes are. This is going to be a lot harder to clean because I'm going to have to slide the paper towel under the perches. Now, it still works. Obviously that was pretty quick. It wasn't that hard. We have our little water bowl. I am using a big water bowl. I guess it fits in like this. Okay, and we have our heat pad. All you need to set up a Neonate Green Tree Python. Now, as I said earlier, I'm going to wait for about 24 hours, let the smell of the glue and all of that off gas, and then we'll put the baby in. Okay, so it's been about 48 hours. It's time to put the chondro in. Please give me the snake. This is our baby Green Tree Python. Her name is Toast. She is adorable. So once again, I want to say huge thank you to Tyrone from the Canadian Mouseman for making our dreams come true. Really, I've been waiting for a snake like this for a very long time, and we are both super excited. I mean, look at her, she's gorgeous. I can't wait for her to grow, start changing colors, see what she turns into. Let's put her in the tub and see if she likes her new perches. Come on. Hello. This is just a couple of weeks, and then you buff up and you get your new home. Speaking of her new home, do you guys want to see her set up in a 12-12-18 Exoterra? It's gonna have a background, it's gonna be fully planted, it's gonna be beautiful. I'm super excited about it. Let me know in the comments. Should we make that another video? She's already sitting on her perches. Things are going well. I'm super excited. Can you do the Green Tree Python thing where you coil up on one of the perches? Okay, it's been about 1 week since we set up the Green Tree Python, and I've already realized the importance of watching the entire YouTube video before you rush to set up a snake. If I had paid attention to Justin Smith's video, I would have realized that the reason he doesn't use perches that are stuck in place is so that he can easily remove them and manipulate the snake or clean the tub or do whatever he needs to do. I hot glued the perches in place, and so when I came to do the maintenance on the snake, when I came to change the water bowl or change the paper towel, it was very difficult, and obviously I couldn't manipulate the snake or move the snake around because it was coiled up on the perch. I have reached out to my good friend Greg from Beneath the Canopy Exotics, and he was nice enough to 3D print some perches for us. I have a new tub that I've already drilled. I'm just gonna pop the 2 perches in. Paper towels, water bowl, perch fits perfectly over the water bowl, and then a secondary perch for the warm side of the tub. And that is it. What do you think? Toast is in her brand new tub with her brand new 3D printed perches. I'm sure Toast is gonna love it, and they're gonna make my life so much easier and maintenance so much easier. It's as simple as grabbing the perch, pulling Toast and the perch out, doing the maintenance I need to do, change the water bowl, change the paper towel, then grabbing Toast still on the perch and popping her back in. There you go, Toast. One more quick shout out I also want to